Wow.
How about that?
That was our gift to you. Hey, you know what? And we'll talk more about it in a minute, but Merry Early Christmas right there.
There it is.
Christmas in October.
That is indicting.
That's incredible. Welcome back to Groups. And as the song suggested, we do hope that you are at least halfway there in telling your stories. And we hope that you're more than halfway there in the three big ideas that we've talked about that make your group successful. Showing up, joining in, and being real. That's absolutely crucial to what we're doing. And we hope that as you share your stories, and if you've waited till now, till this point in group to tell yours, if you haven't told it yet and you picked the end of the line, or if you're just getting into a group and you haven't shared your story, that you'll just remember, hey, you can share as much or as little as you want. Your story doesn't have to look like or sound like anybody else's, that you just cover a few key events, a few key people, and let us know a little bit about each other, because that's what begins to grow us together and makes our circles into gatherings of people who begin to find common ground and begin to find intimacy in their relationships, and as they move toward one another and as they move toward God.
That's right, and that's what's happening is these little gatherings of people become little communities, little groups, and ultimately they are the church. And we know that as we've experienced the church, because somebody came and was available to us, as we've heard that through our stories, that our stories weren't just made up of our own story, and My Way, right, by Frank Sinatra. There's another song. That it wasn't my way, that it was all these other people influeing and coming together and help make me who I am. And so that, in the same way that has happened, as we've heard through our stories, that we too can be that for each other, as we can be together better than we would be on our own. And some of the ways we can do that are through helping out in not only locally but globally as well, in some mission-minded events that we've got going on here in the coming months. And one of those in particular to be looking out for is Samaritan's Purse. Each year they do incredible ministry through their shoebox ministry at Christmas time, where we put all this stuff in a shoebox that goes to another country to provide Christmas for somebody. But it's a very, very tangible way of sharing the love of God with someone on the other side of the globe. And you'll be hearing more about that in the coming months. And another avenue we have is through a local organization who has come to us and said, we would like some help in providing Christmas for some boys and girls in the community. And we want to do that through our groups. Again, you'll be hearing more information on that as we get there. But that's just another tangible way that we individually can come together to be a part of these groups, and then together we can make a difference here in our community and also here in our world together.
Yeah, one of the most essential parts to our groups, and that we hope takes off in ways, because we've experienced the benefits of it, is the serving part together. There's something incredible that happens when we go beyond just the social time together, just spending time and even sharing our stories together, even praying together. There's something incredible that happens when we serve together. And so we're going to be looking for opportunities. We're going to set some really ambitious goals as we head toward November. November is one of my favorite months here at Village, because it is our Hashtag Live Love Month. And when we're just really intentional about looking for those opportunities and serving our community and our world and serving one another. And so November is on its way, and we're going to set some ambitious goals with Samaritan's Purse, with some other organizations that we're partnered with. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, but our hope is that it's not just a month, but that it turns into a lifestyle with us. But we also want to see that happen inside of our groups. And while we're going to try to give you opportunities, like the Christmas Kid sponsorship and like Samaritan's Purse and some other things that we'll be talking about here as this month, as October builds toward November. Another thing that we would love for you to talk about in your groups after story time tonight is this idea. What is it that only you can do in your community? That each of us have ties to different passions to maybe organizations or felt needs. And they're unique in some ways and sometimes just to the people in your group. So what is it that only your group could do right here in our community? What are some ways we can begin impacting our community the same way that the church, and the church being actual individuals or people or groups of people, have impacted us, just like Josh said before. So we're going to be looking for those opportunities, and we're going to make some available, but we want you to ask that question in your group tonight. What's unique to you? What is it that only you guys could do in your community?
That's right.
And so here we are. We were going to close. I was trying to toss it to Josh for our closing song, but I guess we scratched that.
No, after that first performance, we no
got
more. There is no more.
Nothing.
There's no encore.
So I went ahead and put that back in.
That was great. But you know, that kind of relates to our storytelling, because whenever Tommy and Gina, when they faced hard times, they just prayed through it, man.
That's right.
They made it, and they leaned on their community. God bless Tommy and Gina, wherever they are today.
Hey, yeah.
I hope they're in a small group.
I hope they're at least halfway there still.
I hope.
Take my hand. Small groups, have an incredible night. We miss you guys in moments like these because it is brutal to be alone with Josh Rouse. Get ready for October. We're going to be talking about how much we love church, and I hope you feel that way. And then in November, we're going to be talking about how we live love, and we want to do that on a corporate basis as a church. We want to do it in our small groups, and we hope that you're doing those things as individuals, because that's what makes Village great. So have a great week. See you next week.
See you next time.
All right. See ya.